I don't hear him.
Is Jason talking?
Yeah, I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
No.
Stacia, can you hear us? Who else is it that can't hear him? Victoria, is that you?
I can't hear him either.
All right. I put it in the chat. Maybe they'll see it. I just moved my computer, but if you guys can hear me, I don't think it's me. So let's see. Stacia, where are you? She say? She said, we can you all, but that makes no sense. What? Oh, we can hear you. Okay, all right, so they can hear us. So, okay, so any suggestion? Because I can't hear and Victoria can't hear.
Can you hear us now?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
This is our first attempt at a live and Zoom meeting, so I appreciate your patience, but I had to switch the microphone.
Right, makes sense. I thought maybe it was on my end since I recently moved my computer, but no, I'm good now. Great. All right. Good morning, everybody.
All right, so let's get back to. I'm gonna go ahead and just close this one, I think. So, all right, let me see. Gotta figure this out. Wrong one. It's killing me, Randall. Damn, man. There we go. Okay. So now I'm back on my personal account. Okay. And so what I was saying is I would recommend you all start right here. So if you log in, if you log in to your listings to leads account using the welcome email that you should have received, you'll come to the getting started screen. And under getting started, you have the account set up. And I would recommend you go through and you tick all of these boxes in order to make sure that you've completed your account setup. Once you've done that, then you're going to have access to some amazing tools for promoting yourself and your listings. One of the things that I love about listings to leads is that you don't have to have any listings to promote listings. You can pull in somebody else's listing. You can pull in any Long and Foster listing anywhere without permission, because Nick D'Ambrosia is the broker for all of us. And he said any Long and Foster agent can market any Long and Foster listing. If you want to, you could pull in your friend's listing, or some other agent's listing. Just text them and say, would it be okay if I market your listing on social media, and get that permission? And then you can go in here and grab that listing, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if we click on listings, where's the control? It doesn't work on this keyboard. So we're going to click on listings over here on the left. All right, and then there are tools. Get rid of this. So other tools and settings right here. So you can go through and you can create custom links that will appear on the landing page for any of your listings. But for the example I'm talking about, you see it says add listing right here. So you can grab a listing, put the zip code in and the MLS number in. If it's not your listing, uncheck this box, right? It makes sense. Because that way it won't send you all of the tools that you could otherwise send to your seller to get them to market their listing on your behalf, right? So if it is your listing, of course, you're gonna leave that there. If you're gonna pull in a HUD home, because any of us can market a HUD home without permission, you just go to the HUD home store, grab the case number, and load that and the zip code in, and it will automatically pull that HUD home or that government-owned home into your listings to leads account. So, which is years ago, that's what I started doing. I pulled in HUD homes and I presented them to the public on social media as though I was the contact person for that listing. And it's a great way to generate leads and find people to talk to who are interested in buying a house. People generally looking at houses, HUD homes, for example, or foreclosures, they're looking for a good deal, right? And so when they realize there are no good deals to be had, maybe you can sell them an actual house. So, all right, so that's a really, really cool tool to have access to, is the grab a listing. When you grab a listing, it'll pull it into your listings account. It'll look just like this. It doesn't matter if it's a government home or your friend's listing or anything. It's going to pull it in. It's going to look just like this. And here you're going to see a whole bunch of tools. So for example, 46 Wimbledon is the home that I listed on Friday in Hampton. And so when you click on it, you come in here and you've got this entire dashboard of tools that you can use to either edit the listing if you need to, or promote the property. So you can change the description, you can change the features, whatever you need to change, you can change it. And then over here on the left, you've got all kinds of additional tools that you can use to customize the way this listing looks online. If you click the market listing tab here, and it's going to open up all kinds of marketing tools. For example, if you just wanted a really simple, quick, easy post to social media, then it will auto create that. Right now, every listing we get is being automatically posted by Listings to Leads to our Suffolk Long and Foster office Facebook page. It could also post automatically to your social media accounts. If you go in here and set it up and connect your social media account, it will automatically do it. If someone clicks on that image for more information, for the photos and details as it suggests, then it takes them directly to a single property website that's completely branded to you. And it's got a lot of lead generation or lead capture tools associated with that website. And I'll show you some of those. And so here's an option to share on your seller's social media. And this is probably one of the best, least known tools. So if you have a listing client and they have a social media account, you can copy and paste or email them the code, and it will allow them to post this on their social media account. And it says, hey, Adrian just listed our house. She's using this and many other tools to market it. Feel free to check it out. And so now you've got the added credibility of your client marketing you on your behalf, which I think is really cool. There's an e-flyer for the sellers to share. They could simply email this to their database if they're that type of person. Not everybody lives in their email the way we do, but some people do. Maybe they're professionals, maybe they have a database, maybe they have an organized sphere of influence like we're all supposed to have. And so they could send this out to their audience, because obviously from our position, the more eyeballs on a listing, the better the chances of getting it sold quickly and for top dollar. The nearby homeowner letter is the #1 tool according to Listings to Leads. So this is a letter. It's a snail mail letter, but they say that this is their #1 lead generation tool. And so you can see it's completely written for you. If you download this, then it comes with a picture of your house on here, and it's got some handwritten font, and it says, hey, this house in your neighborhood just sold. It's going to affect your home's value. Go to this website to find out how, right? And so there's a QR code, and there's a website here where they can get their free home value. And it's all, again, completely branded to you. And so they could scan the QR code, or they could go to the website for more information. And this is the #1 lead generation tool, according to Listings to Leads. And so maybe you print out 50 of these around every listing. Whether it's your listing or not, it doesn't even matter. Pull in a listing and send out 50 letters around that listing and say, hey, this home at 123 Main Street just sold or is going to sell. It will affect your home's value. Go to this website to find out how. All right. And so you're driving traffic then to this lead capture website. And we'll take a look at what that is. So here's an e-flyer for your database. You could send out. That's digital, right? So it's basically the letter, but it's in its digital format so that you don't necessarily need to print it out and put it in an envelope. The single property websites. Let's see. Go back up here. Go back down here. I'm stuck. Something went wrong. Please contact support. Bear with me. I appear to have confused the system. Let's see if we can get over to. Are you? Well, I think we broke it. So let's see if we can get back to our listing. Yeah. There's so many of us logged in right now that we just crashed it. So let's see if I can show you something else. No. So, there is there's so much in here, you guys. I mean, we're gonna talk about this a lot because I really want to promote the heck out of this year. But the PDF guides are absolutely incredible. And I was going to show you the PDF guide I created yesterday as a really good example. Landing pages. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Short URLs. I mean, some people are familiar with those. You can create short URLs right here. It's like some of it's working, you know. It's froze, sort of. Yeah. 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 Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. Let's see if we try to not getting squat, are we? Spelled it wrong. Let's forget the S. Listings S. Yeah. Man. How disappointing is that? Man, that sucks. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't think it's on our. So here's an example of so they have over 50 PDF guides that you can offer as an item of value on social media. This one, for example, is the one I created yesterday. It's already written. It's a 10, 12, 15 page PDF guide. It's completely branded to you. And you can email that out to people individually, or you can create a landing page promoting your PDF guide. The one I chose was down payment assistance for local home buyers. And you can set it up so that when you push this ad out on your social media, basically you're going to copy and paste the URL onto your social media account, Facebook, for example. It will run an ad, or it will create a PDF magazine, and it will automatically email it to them if they put in their contact information and request the magazine. So very, very cool. If they do that, you can set up the autoresponder to say whatever you want. So for example, I wrote this. It says, hey, Jason, thank you for grabbing your free copy. If you have any questions about the process of buying or selling, I'm happy to help. As a longtime realtor in Hampton Roads, I have many friends in the mortgage business that can walk you through the process from pre-qualification to full loan approval, including various down payment assistance options. So this would be an autoresponder that goes out automatically. All you have to do is set it up one time, and that link will live forever. And so maybe every few days, you promote this particular PDF. You don't have to spend any money. It's completely free. The PDF is completely branded to you. They click the link and they download the PDF in a perfect world. And it's got your contact information all over it. So it's a very, very, very cool tool that I wish I could show you guys right now. So let me go try the other one. You know, when you're down here trying to choose a screen to share, they look exactly the same. And so you don't know which one you're sharing. Golly, guys, it's broke. So, well, here's what you need to know. Listings to Leads does live training all the friggin' time. And so Wednesday, January 19th, Monday, January 24th, Wednesday, January 26th, Thursday, January 27th. So they're always doing live training webinars, and every one of those has been recorded and it's in their Facebook Mastermind group. You are all invited to join their Facebook Mastermind group, where there are loads and loads of how-tos and testimonials from other agents who are having success using these tools. They're literally generating leads, you know, dozens to hundreds of leads, depending on your message and depending on where exactly you spend it. You can use any of these tools for free, or you can put money behind these tools to reach a broader audience on social media. But when you're generating seller leads for $3, $4, $5, $6, that's really, really, really cheap, you guys, just so you understand. Because if you wanted to buy a lead from Zillow, it's likely going to be $200 to $300. And this is an opportunity for you to generate a similar lead from social media for $6. So something definitely to consider. Buyer leads come much, much cheaper because they're more prevalent. Buyer leads are going to be maybe $1 a piece. So if you spend $100, you may very well end up with 200, 300, 400 buyer leads, depending on the content or the material that you're offering them. You can offer them the PDFs. You can offer them specific property information. There's a lot of different things that you might use to attract someone to your landing page. I wish I could show you. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Okay. So here's the landing pages. This is the one I created yesterday. And it was down payment assistance. So let's take a quick look at that.
Take a quick look at this.
Yo, Betsy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Very cool. We're doing a little listings to leads training here. Stacia just went to lunch with Lindsay.
And everything.
I didn't really, but you know, she kind of does what she wants.
Oh,
I
okay,
couldn't
okay.
stop her. So, all right, so here's the listings to leads landing page that I created yesterday. And it says down payment assistance for local home buyers. And so if they click this link, then what the landing page does is it grabs their contact information from Facebook. So it grabs their name, their email address, and their phone number that they used to register an account with Facebook. And so then they send that information to you as a lead, right? And so your job then is to try to connect with these people and say, hey, I see you downloaded my down payment assistance book. Are there any questions I can answer? Are you guys thinking about buying a house? I've got a great friend in the lending business. Maybe I can introduce you, right? And so you're trying to create a relationship because ultimately people only buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? So it's relationships. And so they click this. And then it automatically grabs their information. It says, do you want to continue? They say yes, and then they become a lead. And that email that I just showed you automatically goes to them with the PDF guide in it. And so if I can show you, it'd be cool. So let's see if I can show you the PDF guides now. Yeah, I think so. So here's the PDF guides. They're all completely written for you. A whole bunch of really cool topics. They have seller guides, they have buyer guides. 6 things to check before buying a home. The 5 dangers of overpricing your home, right? And so if we download one real quick, you can do English version, you can do Spanish version. So let's do English version of this particular guide and see if it'll work for us. All right, so here we go. Are you guys seeing this on Zoom, the 5 dangers of overpricing PDF guide?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you can see, this is the guide that's pre-written, and it will send it to them on your behalf, and it's completely branded to you. So here are the 5 dangers of overpricing your home. This is the kind of content that someone who's thinking about selling may be interested in, and you have an option to deliver this value to them completely free of charge. It makes you look like a local expert, somebody that knows what the heck they're talking about, which is what everybody who's thinking about selling wants. They want to understand how to use the market to their advantage. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and close out of that and go back over here. So you have all of these different options when it comes to PDF guides. You can run paid ads to expand your reach, or you can do, free posts. Just understand that because of the way Facebook, their algorithm works, if you post something on Facebook, only 5 to 10% of your audience is likely to see it. So if you have 300 friends, it may only be 10 or 15 people that actually end up seeing your post, because Facebook is in business to make money. But if you put $10 behind that post, now you're going to have 500 people see your ad, because that's how Facebook makes billions of dollars every year. And so if you go into ads, for example, then you can connect your Facebook ad account. Here's a video that shows you how to do it, how to connect your ad account from Facebook, so that this system, listings to leads, can automatically run those ads on your behalf. And the money, of course, goes right to Facebook. Listings to leads doesn't take any money. They don't charge you anything. There's no processing fees or anything like that. There are unlimited landing pages. I mean, really, it's up to you and your imagination. You click on create landing page, and then in the drop down here, there's a gazillion different examples of what you might run landing pages on. Nearby sold homes, property valuation. So you can run a page that says, how much is your home worth? Click here to find out for free. right? And Listings to Leads is connected with a home value algorithm. So it will send them something that looks very similar to the Zillow's estimate. But it will say also that, hey, while this is a range, if you'd like to have a more narrow or more specific home valuation, please call Sissy for more details, right? And so it's already set up. All you got to do is push it out. If you wanted to do something completely custom, you could. You could run a landing page for a free HUD home report. Property valuation, empty nester, for sale by owners. And so they have all of these done for you landing pages, or you could do something completely custom. So Cypress Creek, for example, is a neighborhood in Smithfield close to where I live. And so this is something that I was tinkering with a couple of years ago. So I had this idea to run these ads around Cypress Creek. So what is your Cypress Creek home worth? If they put their address in there, it will send them an automated valuation, just like we're all so familiar with now, similar to a Zestimate, and it will send me their information as a lead. There, okay. I really like the down payment assistance for first-time buyers, but they also have PDF guides that says first-time seller. Here's what you need to know as a first-time seller. I think we talked a little bit about this, getting your account set up, making those connections. We talked a little bit about this, right? Finding training. And so they've got loads and loads of training available. You can grab and pull in listings, whether it's yours or Long & Foster's or a HUD home or someone else's. You can do that. When you do that, you're going to have access to a ton of different tools. And of course, you've got the PDF guides, about landing pages, bots. This is really cool. This is the artificial intelligence of our day. So for example, if you create a landing page that says, what's your home worth? And someone puts their address in there and it grabs their phone number, their email address, and their name. If you set this up, then this bot or this AI will automatically begin texting with that potential client or consumer in an attempt to get them to schedule an appointment. So it automatically starts texting them, hey, did you get the information that we sent you? Hey, did you have any questions about the information? Hey, would you like to meet with Shane? And so the robot or the AI, artificial intelligence, will automatically start to do that on your behalf in order to try to get an appointment. And of course, you can take over that conversation at any time. They have a video about that, so get in there and check that out. Very, very cool. They have follow-ups. And so they have, basically it's a drip campaign. And so if someone becomes a lead, whether it's a buyer lead or a seller lead, then Listings to Leads has a drip campaign. And so they'll automatically start sending out emails to these people every 5, 6, or 7 days, encouraging them to contact you for more information. And so that can be automatically turned on. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, I'm glad I almost forgot, is so connect your CRM. So you can go right here and you can connect your Listings to Leads account with your Moxie Engage CRM. So that any leads you generate in Listings to Leads automatically go to your Long & Foster Moxie Engage account, and you can add them then to a campaign, maybe the holiday campaign, maybe whatever campaign that is in there or something that you've created, so that they're beginning to automatically get communications from you. Maybe the neighborhood news. Maybe you put them on a neighborhood news for the zip code that they live in, right? Maybe you set them up on a just sold email alert for the community that they've inquired about, or that they put their address in for a home value, and you know exactly where they live. And so maybe you set them up on a just sold report so that every week they're getting alerted to any new sales in the neighborhood. That's something they might find valuable. Most of us want to know what's going on in our neighborhood. So definitely, I would recommend you do that. So they say, internet leads are, maybe 1 out of 100 is ready to do something now. Maybe it's 1 out of 200, but the cost is so very, very inexpensive, and you don't ever throw away the ones who aren't ready to do something now. You add them to your database and you begin to try to open the door to a relationship through primarily email communication, text communication, and the occasional phone call, which most of us don't do. But you never know when someone's going to raise their hand 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, and you first found them here. I just think it doesn't cost us anything. It's a great way to collect a lot of names, email addresses, and phone numbers quickly, and you don't ever know who's going to raise their hand. So I would encourage you guys to get in here, go through some of the training, and check it out. So the latest video that I sent you guys, they have a YouTube channel where you can find training. They also have the Mastermind group right here, Facebook Mastermind group. So you're all invited to join this Mastermind group. It's loaded with testimonials of other agents who are having success, and all of their how-to videos can be found in that Mastermind group as well. Online tutorials. Of course, they have great customer service. So if you need help, you can always call them, and someone, a live person, will answer the phone and try to help you if you're having problems. Any questions that I might be able to answer at this point?
So the leads that you generate, say I'm posting a lead of a friend, right, or a property of a friend,
Yep,
that generates for me.
yep,
I don't have to pay anything for that, right?
right.
So it's all free.
Yeah,
The PDF sending out is all free.
yep. You can do it all for free, or you can choose to expand your reach by running a paid ad on Facebook. So either or. Yep. Any questions from our Zoom audience?
Mm.
I had to go off, but now I'm back.
Okay.
So I can't think of any questions.
I was just talking about the connecting to your Moxie CRM, so that any lead you generate using these tools will automatically go into your Moxie account, and you can put them on a campaign, maybe neighborhood news, maybe a just sold email campaign, maybe a holiday campaign, something like that, just so that your name is staying in front of them consistently over a long period of time. They're much more likely to raise their hand if they're familiar with, and you own a little piece of mind share, and they've seen your name in their email box for the last 6 months. They're much more likely to raise their hand.
Okay. Did you go over analytics, Jason?
Did I go over what?
The analytic button down there?
No, I don't know what that is. Let's
Oh.
see. Oh, it looks like it's a traffic analyzer. So how are people finding your content?
Okay.
E-flyers, auto post log. So
Oh, okay.
home value. I haven't used that in a couple of years. Listing tools. Yeah, so that's what it is.
Okay.
It tells you where all of your traffic to listings to leads is coming from. So these are property addresses. These are previous listings I've had. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And the library, is that things that we have like posted or?
so these are any previous designs. I don't have any. Media from listings to leads. So these are images.
Okay.
So this is your media library. If you've uploaded anything, then you could find that here. So these are images of Cypress Creek that I had uploaded some time ago. And these are different listing photos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the landing page again. So let's say, for example, let's take a look at this one. I think this is the one. So you could run this image, or this is a video for down payment assistance booklet, but this video can be switched out. It could be a video of you inviting people to download your free PDF down payment assistance guide.
Okay.
So you can completely switch out the background. You can change and edit the colors. You can change the way that this thing, any words you want to add here, you can do that. So that's all pretty cool. Let's see if I can go back. I want to close that. Close this. Yeah. So let's see. All of this is editable. And so any of these landing pages, you can edit the background, you can edit the colors, you can change the words, you can change the button, you can change what the button says. It's all completely editable by you.
Okay.
It's going to take time. It's going to take a little effort. It's going to take a little brain power. But for those agents who are using it, it's working. And we have, unfettered free access to try to figure this thing out. So there's new construction guides, PDF guides. So if you wanted to run something around new
That's a
construction,
good idea.
it'd be really cool. Especially with all the new construction we see going on today. There's a lot of people interested in that.
Right.
This is, again, this is the one that I created yesterday as an example. So, and you can see I changed the words, right? It says Hampton Roads, Virginia, down payment assistance for home buyers. Learn how to qualify for up to $18,000 in down payment assistance from available government and financial programs. That was already there. I didn't tinker with that. I didn't change it. I thought, that sounds good to me. And so somebody then clicks on this button, send the free information. It grabs their name, email address, and phone number that they used to set up their Facebook account, and it sends it to you as a lead. So that's how they generate leads.
That comes in the form of an email.
It comes to you as a text and an email. Yep. Let's see if I can show you guys the single property website. So you can totally edit the way your single property website looks, acts, and responds. You have two options. You have this luxury option. So if you're going to use the luxury option, understand that it's full screen images. And so they want you to use your high definition photos that you're going to get from Virtual Tidewater. You can't use the small photos. But this is the one that I normally use. This is an automatically generated single property website. Listings to Leads pulls this information directly from the MLS, and so it should be accurate. You'll usually get it within about 48 hours of your listing going live. Right now, this thing is automatically set up to do this pop-up. And so if they click this button, continue with Facebook, again, it grabs their contact information from Facebook and sends it to you as a lead. You can choose how long it takes for this pop-up to come up. You can disable this pop-up, or you can say, I want this to pop up after 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 seconds. You can change all of that in your thing. So, but this is what it looks like. You can change the colors, you can change the background, you can change the theme. There's lots of information here. There's lots of opportunities for you to capture that lead, all right? And so it's a pretty cool single property website that is automatically posted to social media on your behalf. You don't have to do anything except connect your social media account to your Listings to Leads account. That's all you have to do. They have a branded version, they have an unbranded version. So what I used to do before using Virtual Tidewater was I'd use the branded one as my branded virtual tour in Rain, and I'd use the unbranded one as my unbranded virtual tour in Rain. Because obviously, Rain shares this information with thousands of different websites. And so depending on the website that it shows up on, maybe it can or couldn't be branded to you. And so you have both of those options. Again, there's video training here. So feel free to get in here and check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff for you to take advantage of. They automatically create these YouTube videos for you guys. Right now, they're automatically going to the Suffolk Long and Foster YouTube channel, but you could easily copy that video and promote it on your own social media networks and outlets. It's something that Listings to Leads is doing behind the scene that, you know, we're really not taking advantage of.
Yeah.
There's a gazillion different flyer options they do automatically. So when you download it, it'll drop in the pictures from your listing. So all of these flyers are available for you guys to choose from and download. There's brochures. It's all happening automatically, usually within 48 hours of your listing going live. There's an open house sign-in form, Evelyn. So it's kind of like Spacio, right? And so you can have this digital sign-in form on your tablet or your laptop in order to collect the open house visitors' information.
Yeah, landing pages is the way to go.
When you do that, they become a lead. And you can, of course, they'll go right into your Moxie account and you can set them up on a campaign as an open house visitor. You could set them up maybe on a just listed or just sold report in the area or the neighborhood.
Website's not doing you any good.
Because you know that they're interested in that area. So maybe you start sending them something they consider valuable right away. That's kind of cool. The nearby homeowner letter we talked about, very, very cool. This is the #1 tool according to Listings to Leads. It does take a little bit of work because it is intended to be snail mailed. So, you know, maybe you print out 50, 75, 100 around any particular just sold property that you've pulled into your system. It says, hey, this property just sold. It's going to affect your home's value. Go to this website to find out how. And of course, that website is an invitation for them to get their home's value and connect with you for more information.
Jason,
Yes.
can you do that with any just sold? Or
Yeah. Any. Yeah, any just sold. It doesn't even have to be yours. It doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be anybody's. Any house that just sold, you could promote around saying, hey, this property just sold. It's going to affect your home's value. Go to this website to find out how.
like that?
I like that too. If you do have a real live legitimate seller, and if they have a social media account, then I would strongly encourage you to send them this link so that they can promote you and their property for sale on their social media accounts, because that adds a lot of credibility to you, and you don't know which one of their friends might be thinking about selling in the near term. And now they're going to see their friend, your client, promoting you. If you add your seller's information, then the system will automatically send them the link. And every time the status of your listing changes, then so does the landing page, or the they have a just listed landing page option. They have a open house landing page or single property website option. They have a pending option for a website landing page, and they have the sold option. And so every time the status of your listing changes, so does the content on the web pages that they've created. So right here it says just listed, right? If we change this, then it would change all of the websites. It would change the Facebook ads automatically. It all changes to either open house, under contract, pending, just sold. It will all change if we change it right here.
So if we had a property listed in Ray,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to make a change in Ray, we have to go in here and make that change.
So it will automatically know when the property is sold. It may not necessarily know when the property is under contract automatically. So if you wanted to change the status, then you could go in here and change it manually. Yep. Yep. And then you can click this little box. So if you're not the agent, you can click this one. It says I'm a showing or marketing agent, right? And then it will present you as such and not the listing agent, just so that we're staying compliant. Hopefully I've introduced you to something that you think is valuable. There's a lot of different autoresponders that you can set up. You can change the way, of course, like I said, your single property website looks, the way it responds, lead links. You can create and customize these links. They can be anything you want them to be. And so you can drive those links. So for example, Suffolk Homes for Sale, that's just something I made up. But if they click on that, because it's in my email signature and it's on my single property website, if they click on that, it's going to go to my Long & Foster agent website, and it's going to look at a Suffolk Homes for Sale search. I did the same thing with Yorktown, Carrollton. My free home values goes to my listings to leads free home valuation site. And so all of these links that they call lead links are completely customizable by you. You can name them and you can point them anywhere you want them to go. And they show up on your email signature anytime this thing sends out an email for you. And they also show up on your single property websites. All right. If we don't have any more questions, I think that'll do it. Hopefully you guys will get in here, activate your account, check it out, get some training. I'll try to help you as best as I can, but think of me as the source of the source and not necessarily the source. So Listings to Leads has a great support team. We're going to continue to talk about this more and more because I really want to get it going this year. I think it'll help you guys a lot, generate traffic, generate leads, generate sales. So I'll keep telling you everything that I know, but of course, Listings to Leads knows a lot more about their stuff than I do. So, any questions? Good. All right, let's stop sharing, and we can view gallery. Cool. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Let me know if this works for you. I'd really like to know.
That's good.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.